You're watching Inside Durango News with Ashley Dixon, bringing you local programming that matters.
Relive the zaniest moments from this year's Steampunk Snowdown.
Find out why a 70-year-old coal mine is under siege by its neighbors.
And learn why a good sharp knife should be your best friend in the kitchen during Durango Coffee Company's Chef's Secrets.
All these stories and more on this edition of Inside Durango News.
This program is brought to you by Stone Age Tools, named a best place to work by Outside Magazine.
You're watching Inside Durango News. I'm Ashley Dixon.
And I'm Jordan Alexander with sports.
Neighbors of the King Coal Mine in southwest La Plata County have asked for a formal environmental impact study before the county approves a land use permit for the 70-year-old mine's surface operations on County Road 120. But their demands may be mute. The U.S. Department of Land Management is expected to release the findings of an environmental assessment study this month. The study analyzes the mine's application to expand its underground operations by nearly 1,000 acres. In addition, the mine owners themselves have pulled their county land use application to take more time to address neighbors' concerns. The Coal King mine is an underground mine that has operated continuously in the Hay Gulch area off County Road 120 for more than 70 years. The GCC Energy Company of Mexico and the United States purchased the King Coal mine in 2005. In 2012, GCC Energy submitted an application with the Bureau of Land Management to expand its lease by nearly 1,000 acres. At the same time, the La Plata County Planning Department ruled that the mine also needed to apply for a land use permit for its operations on top of the ground. A land use permit allows the county to impose road impact fees. If approved, the land use permit will require GCC to pay the county $90,000 or more each year in road fees. The company has spent the last 2 years working on the land use application. 5 different environmental contractors have conducted tests on water quality, noise pollution, ground vibrations, and other impacts. Those tests indicate a clean operation, and county staff were prepared to recommend approval of the land use permit. But last fall, 2 years after the permitting process had started, neighbors mounted an 11th-hour protest against the mine, citing concerns about the volume of truck traffic on County Road 120. Nearly 10 dozen semi-tractor trailers a day depart the mine and travel north on County Road 120 to Colorado Highway 140 near Hesperus. The trucks then haul their coal south to New Mexico, where the majority of it is shipped to Mexico to produce cement. Neighbors say the trucks drive too fast on the narrow county road, and some report that they've been forced off down the embankment. After the complaints surfaced, GCC voluntarily pulled its land use application in November and since has hosted 2 public meetings to address neighbors' concerns. The extra meetings exceeded county requirements. GCC Vice President of Operations Trent Peterson promised the crowd of nearly 100 residents on January 27th that the company would explore all options for reducing traffic concerns. Peterson said GCC will monitor truck speeds with radar guns. It will analyze the cost to construct a conveyor belt or a private haul road from the mine north to U.S. Highway 160. And it already has decided to halt trucking on Sundays. Despite the coal mine's effort to appease neighbors, representatives of the nearby Vista de Oro subdivision presented a 2-page list of additional demands. They want a study on the potential contamination of the water wells, noise pollution, ground vibration, and other issues. Issues that independent environmental contractors found to be non-existent during tests conducted for the county land use process. Neighbors also demand that the county delay any decisions on the land use permit until a full-blown environmental impact study could be completed. That issue may be resolved this month. The U.S. Bureau of Land Management is expected to complete a formal environmental assessment on the proposed expansion by the end of February. And GCC has pledged to start a task force of stakeholders to address all the neighbors' concerns. In the meantime, the Colorado Division of Reclamation, Mining, and Safety continues to conduct monthly spot inspections of the mine's operation and in-depth inspections every quarter. Inspection records indicate that the King Coal Mine has only had a few minor violations of state and federal coal mining laws. A spokesperson for the division commended the King Coal Mine for its clean operations and cooperation with state and federal inspectors. The King Coal Mine employs more than 100 people locally and more than 100 subcontractors in the area. It contributes more than $25 million to the local economy. You can find the land use permit documents at the La Plata County website at co.laplata.co.us.